The voice in your head that says you're not good enough, that you'll never be enough, that you're too much, too lazy, too broken, too behind. That voice isn't even yours. It was planted there by someone else's pain. A parent who never healed, a teacher who shamed you, a moment that made you shrink. Somewhere along the way you learned to question yourself before you even had a chance to grow. And now, that voice has become so familiar, you think it's your own, but it's not, and it never was. And now, years later, that voice still lives rent-free in your mind. Here's what psychology tells us. Your brain records everything, especially when you're young. The subconscious is like wet cement. Whatever lands on it sticks. When someone criticized you, when you felt abandoned, when love came with conditions, when your efforts weren't enough, your brain didn't say, "They're wrong." It said, "Something must be wrong with me." That voice, it began as protection. If I can just be more perfect, more quiet, more useful, maybe I'll be safe. But now, that protective voice has become a prison. Not to harm you, but to protect you. It learned that staying small meant staying safe, that perfection might equal love. And now, that same voice stops you from applying, speaking up, showing up. Not because you're lazy, because your brain still thinks growth is dangerous. You think it's your gut feeling, you think it's logic, but it's fear disguised as realism. It's the reason you hesitate to try, the reason you overthink every post, every word, every outfit. You start projects and abandon them. You chase love, but push it away. You want change, but hesitate, because your inner critic doesn't believe you're worthy of success. And every time you listen to that old voice, you teach your brain to keep whispering it. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But here's the trap. That voice is not your identity. And here's what most people never get told. You can rewrite it. Just like the voice was planted, it can be replaced. But not with fake positivity, not with a cheesy quote on your phone lock screen. Rewiring begins with one decision: to stop believing every thought you think. You are not your thoughts. You are the one observing those thoughts. So when your mind says, "You're not enough," you pause and ask, "Where did I learn that?" Trace the root, challenge the pattern, replace the voice, speak to yourself like you would speak to a child, or your best friend, or someone you're trying to heal. Because that's exactly who you are. Say this with me, even if you don't believe it yet. I am not my past. I am not my trauma. I am not their words. I am worthy of love that doesn't need proof. I am allowed to take up space, without apology. You are not too much. You are not behind. You are exactly where your healing needed you to be. The world tried to convince you you're broken, but you were never broken. You were buried, under fear, under shame, under a voice that never belonged to you in the first place. This is your comeback. Not loud, not flashy, but quiet and powerful. It happens the moment you choose to speak with kindness, to show up anyway, to stop proving and start being. You're not here to earn your worth. You're here to remember it. And when the old voice creeps in, you smile and you say, "Not this time, not anymore. That story ends with me." Each time you speak this, you're rewiring neural pathways, literally reshaping your brain with intentional self-compassion. That's not soft, that's science. Someone you know is living with a voice that's destroying them, just like you were. Share this with them. Be their mirror. Because when we rewrite our inner voice, we don't just heal ourselves, we heal generations. And that is power.